You are now in the black box. Whoa. With Spider Loke, Most Eastie, aka VJ Keyway, and the Google Gang. Let's go!
Snakewood and that Hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spider Loke. You know I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.
Jeter, gratitude is the attitude. The show is a blessing to be back in the black box as we blow a succession. The constant, consistent, continuous content creation campaign continues. Those are the 7 C's. As we navigate those 7 C's, I'm the captain of the voyage, SPI Eastie, a.k.a. VJ Keyway, Mr. 1597 himself, your very own host of this here R&R Hour. So go ahead, relax, roll up, or rest as we get into this random reaction that's actually about the Rich Rollin. Oh, my mama. So it's R&R out the game. The Rollin 60s. How many confidential informants do they actually have? And this is a question asked by none other than former Rollin 60 OG EddieBoy, now active Muslim, still making his presence known in these YouTube streets about current issues and all that. So we've been reacting to a lot of his content lately. Oh, my mama. No further ado, let's see what EddieBoy say the 6 O's have been up to.
Good morning, people. You know what amazed me is that when I talk to some of my ex-comrades, the brothers about the Rollin 60s, and they get to talking about my brother's case, it amazed me, man, on how baffled or how dumb they dumb up, like they don't understand, they don't know who did what. After all these years, 38 years, bro, they still to this day talking about they didn't know Nutty told George Williams. That amazed me, man, because it's like dudes always trying to hide something. Dudes always trying to backpedal. Dudes always don't want to be speaking up for the injustice that goes on inside that neighborhood. So when I get to breaking this stuff down to them, oh, bro, I didn't know that, Ed. I didn't know that. Yeah, you did. You knew it. So let's go into something, man, that I don't think a lot of them brothers understand and they know. We had a homeboy over there. His name, he's from Arlington Gang. Off the other side, the lower side with Jack in the Box, the AG. He was a cold hustler. His name was Jeff Barlow. This dude, Jeff Barlow, brother, this dude used to get to the bag, man. I'm talking about every bone in his body was all about making some money. I remember in 1988 when I went out to Minnesota and Jeffrey was out there. Jeffrey had everything in Minnesota sold up in the St. Paul area. I mean, everything sold up. He had all them little youngsters following behind him. He had all the women in the world, a bunch of snow bunnies, but he had a bunch of women behind him and things like that. When I went out there, man, you know, I was talking to the brother, man, and I was vibing with the brother. But what I didn't know at that particular time, Jeffrey was a confidential informant. He was working. And he'd been working ever since my brother's case in 1985. And they called his name when he was.
That's deep. This dude has a plight and a mission. He's perplexed by issues. Let's see, 85 to 2000 is what, 15? And then now we in 25, 40 years. 40 years of injustice, of issues spread out that got him still perplexed to this day. It has to be torment. That's deep.
Going there and reporting with Chris Thomas. And it was like, man, and when I got my brother's paperwork and I was reading it, I was like, man, this stuff is crazy, man. All these dudes, but even back then was confidential informant. Now let's fast forward to 2025. Can you imagine how many individuals are working in everybody's section, and they look just like you, they walk like you, they bang like you, they talk like you, they out there hustling like you, but they all they straight.
It sound unbelievable. It sound far-fetched. It's hard to imagine. It's going down. The dude with the fattest chain, you trying to use your work money and break the law and put your change together to get a chain like him. And his chain is a recording device. Facts. And you are clueless. On my mama. The feds funded that. And if you take it, you're going to jail for taking it because they surveilling him. Surveilling him.
Working. So they burning both ends to the candle. You know, they get money on that side and they get money on the government side. And this is why I say, man, you know, that shit don't pay off. This is a cold world. It's a cold situation dealing with that gang members type stuff. But I'm gonna tell you like this. What them gang members don't understand right now, bro, they have a plan for you. And if you're not paying attention to the plan, you're going to get left behind or you're going to be somewhere in jail. I just did a house over there in the Jefferson area. And before we even start ripping the walls out in the house, a white couple just came in there and just bought the house. Pay attention to what they're doing to the neighborhood.
Oh, my mama, I was in Compton the other day, coming out the Fishbone. And I seen a white couple, husband, wife, small kids, going from store to store in a shopping center like they live around the corner somewhere. I'm like, whoa, facts. And they got a building on Crenshaw in like 67th. Like it's a high rise. It got like some orange furniture in the lobby. It looked like it's a brand new building. White people walking poodles in and out that motherfucker. I'm talking about right in the middle of they trenches. Gentrification. Go back, watch Boys in the Hood. 30 years ago, it is now. We are living in the future. It's a rap. Rapiola.
Asians, blacks, and Hispanics. Same thing in the 60s now. They finna gentrify these areas. All these areas finna become diverse. Pay attention to what's going on, man. So you can see that basically the gang culture is a dying breed. And the only thing that's keeping this stuff going is a lot of these older dudes, like dudes my age, dudes still hanging out around there, dudes still trying to, you know, convince these youngsters to do X, Y, and Z instead of telling these youngsters, man, that if you ain't got no felony, they need to be doing something else. They not even being smart to the point where they can tell the youngsters, look, man, you can be from the hood or you can be from the section, but we need you to do X, Y, and Z. We need you to move into a different arena to help the community in this arena. They're not telling them that. They're not telling them, man, that when you go to that county jail, that there's no telling if you're gonna come home or not. They're not telling them that if you go to the penitentiary, there's no telling if you're gonna come home or not. They're not telling them.
This is the part of his message that I appreciate above all. The fact that he feels convicted to announce to the youth that the path we took, the steps that we chose is bullshit. It's all negativity, death, and destruction at the end. Please do not repeat, do not copy. He uses his voice to resound that message over and over again, and that's what I do not mind co-signing. Oh, my mama.
About that. They tell them, and they, you know, you go in there, you stay down, you know, the hood, and you hang out with the homies and things of that nature. But you gotta understand, man, it's like when a lot of times when a lot of brothers go to jail, they become real soft. And when I say they become real soft, it's because they can't handle that pressure. And when they can't handle that pressure, man, it's like they turn into something, man, that you ain't never seen before. And then this is where you really find out who they really are. So what I'm trying to get to everybody to understand and pay attention to is, bro, that stuff don't pay off. It'll never pay off. There's no benefit up in that, bro. And they are telling you, they're giving you so many signs, so many examples on what happened, man, or what's gonna happen if you continue down that road. Now let's get back to Jeffrey Barlow, Mr. CT. He's all throughout my brother's paperwork, bro. I mean, all throughout, man. And you know who he told on? He told on the big bad wolf. He told on you guys' so-called leader. He put him at the scene of the crime. He did everything, bro.
He must be referring to Big U. And him and Big U go back since like bicycles, man. So I don't get involved in the things that they got. Like he said, when he was in the courtroom with Big U, they exchanged gestures of respect and, you know what I'm saying, concern or love or whatever you want to call it or classify it. But he do be shooting his shots. When Big U was out, he has taken opportunity to refrain from going back and forth with EddieBoy. He didn't agree with everything he was saying, of course, but he never got into a campaign of trying to smut EddieBoy, as far as I can recall, on my mama.
He even told on Slim. He told on Slim, he told on Lil Sleep, and he told on somebody else. I was trying to figure out who else that was. He told on Nutty. He told on Nutty. So it's amazing, man, that how dudes, you know, they be in that lifestyle, but when they get recruited, they're gonna do everything they can to get up out of a particular type of situation. Yes, man. The boy Benzo Jeff was a confidential informant, and if anybody want to recruit it, all you got to do is hit me up, man. I'll shoot it to you. I'll show it to you. I had that argument with a brother yesterday. I was like, dude, I'm not going to sit here and tell you something that is not true because I went through that already. I've been through that. When I say something, brother, it's because I have the knowledge of that. I don't speak on things I have no knowledge about that. And this is why, brother, I be to the point when I say, man, fuck you niggas, because, dude, you dudes be selective. You dudes, man, get to the point, man, where y'all care.
I'm not up on Islam, but I know it's a difference between how the street Islamic people talk and how the ones that be in the sanctuary and on the, you know, these street niggas. Sometimes I be thinking I'm listening to a peaceful brother, then the next thing I'm just thinking I'm talking to a tyrant or a gangbanger. Like, I can't judge. I can't say make up your mind. I'm just trying to figure out if this is appropriate, is acceptable, or is this like stepping outside of what a Muslim should do or be? Somebody let me know in the comments. Or is that acceptable? Because in Christianity, you know you're not sounding like Jesus, or you're not sounding like a Christian when you come out of that, like when you get into that lane.
About the dudes, man, that fucked over the neighborhood, and rather than the dudes that been done injustice in the neighborhood. And that's why dudes don't rock with you dudes. That's why I will never rock with you dudes. I respect a lot of brothers that's over there ain't a part of that demonstration, meaning that being foul. But you dudes that, you know who you are. You individuals that giving your homies the benefit of the doubt. You dudes being coattails, jumping ship. You know, one day you cool with this dude, and then you just, when other people ain't cool with him, you just run and jump on that team. You know who you are.
That's what J Hood was talking about, dirty politics. And believe you me, even at the top in America, the politics get filthy, disgusting, downright nasty and dirty. Oh, my mama.
And that's why I'm saying them people on that side, that's why I said, man.
It was politics that took JFK and MLK. Oh, my mama. dirty politics. It was politics that got Donald Trump bleeding on the side of his face at that podium during this presidential campaign. Oh, my mama.
Fuck you niggas, man. And I always say, man, free little EddieBoy, because you dudes knew that he got back door for y'all homeboy. Assalamu alaikum.
Tupac of my generation, Pac was highly intelligent, but in our culture, street culture, especially in his generation, intelligence was viewed as a form of weakness. How do you get the people that's really affected by, you know, what we trying to solve involved?
Yeah. Family broken, so I stand with my niggas. Showed up to every shootout, but I ran for my feelings. Time for those, I got a plan to get millions. Whoever don't agree, I see you back in the buildings. That's why I never let y'all act like a victim. That's why I never let y'all kill my ambition. You weren't built for the mission. Park my colors in the back of the village. Remember Tony started washing them dishes. It was all a decision. Fast died, he took a part of me with him. Heart broken like my artery missing. Fuck all of you niggas. Team broke, they can't harvest you nigga. Swore shit, it got a heart to it, nigga.
I used to know you were gon' fold on me. I used to know that I could count on you. All that pressure had to slow down. Pray my son never face what I go through. Yeah. Get it, don't wait, it's your right. And if it is feeling like what it sound like. Now my life was a struggle and it get worse, I ain't complaining about it. I just can't never feel the same about it. My life it don't damage, ain't understanding, can't call family, no. I cross by my closest, I ain't gon' show too much emotion, no. My little one call my phone, I pick her right away. I know I'm living wrong, but it's the right way. I was too busy trying to get heavy, I was lying away. A lot of niggas that came with me ain't on my side today. I been trying to hit with some of these songs in case I die today. Every time I need something lean on, I drink that spot away. So it don't feel how it feels to me. Cause I've been through it and it did what it did to me. I trusted you and that was big for me. It's my little partner, you do that big for me. And I ain't never jumped in my feelings out here. You feel like you wanna hold on. I used to know that I could count on you. All that pressure had to slow down. Pray my son never face what I go through. Yeah. Get it, don't wait, it's your right. And if it is feeling like what it sound like. Now my life was a struggle and it get worse, I ain't complaining about it. I just can't never feel the same about it.
Mathematical, mogul, marathoning, making moves, taking the heartbreaking news, made major breaking news. Nephews, nieces, siblings, seeds, stay confused. Waking up, shaking, aching, praying that it's April Fool's. Chosen child from the now down, stakes is huge. Snakes and fake style in the gate, it's too late to choose. Through violent visions, gave victory, paid your dues. Motivated, demonstrated, elevated views. Truths don't die, we multiply. I ain't make the rules. Self-medicate, meditate, and celebrate the blues. Neighborhood, roller coaster, you can take the cruise, I'm good. Blue laces, suede Puma's favorite shoes. Jesus to the generations, you never say me on my babies. Most beautiful gift Punto ever gave me. For such a precious life, who decides price? I couldn't feel the slides twice, cause they crucified Christ.
I used to know that I could count on you. All that pressure had to slow down. Pray my son never face what I go through. Yeah. Get it, don't wait, it's your right. And if it is feeling like what it sound like. Now my life was a struggle and it get worse, I ain't complaining about it. I just can't never feel the same about it. My life it don't damage, ain't understanding, can't call family, no. I cross by my closest, I ain't gon' show too much emotion, no. My little one call my phone, I pick her right away. I know I'm living wrong, but it's the right way. I was too busy trying to get heavy, I was lying away. A lot of niggas that came with me ain't on my side today. I been trying to hit with some of these songs in case I die today. Every time I need something lean on, I drink that spot away. So it don't feel how it feels to me. Cause I've been through it and it did what it did to me. I trusted you and that was big for me. It's my little partner, you do that big for me. And I ain't never jumped in my feelings out here. You feel like you wanna hold on. I used to know that I could count on you. All that pressure had to slow down. never faced what I go through. And I get it, don't wait, I get it right. And I said it, I what it sound like. Though my life was a struggle and it get worse, I ain't complaining about it. I just can't never feel the same vibe.
Nightwood and that hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
It's the homie cook-up boss, goddammit, Cub Low. And y'all tuning in to the Wake and Bake Show with goddammit the homeboy Spider Low.
Here with SPI, the realest nigga in LA.
Spider this bitch!
My nigga Spider Low. Spider Low, nigga.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low, that's my nigga.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Shout out to SPI, that motherfucking nigga.
Spider Low, Wake and Bake. Better keep it Google, nigga.
Loke is in LA somewhere doing what he's doing.
In the words of Spider Loke on my mama's mama.
Spider Loke's gear. This is Bay Mac.
Nightwood, C-Mac, shout out my Loke, Spider Loke, huh? Nightwood, on hood. It's a beautiful world. You fight me? Fight, craig.
Point blank, through no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I can tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be, yeah.
You are now in the black box. Whoa! With Spider Loke, Most Eastie, aka BJ Keyway, and the Google Gang.
Let's go!